already been a few days since we've been back, and let me speed you up as to what happened. We get to the airport, and I didn't book a room because when we were in Hong Kong, the stewardess had told us that we were going to be quarantined for the entire layover, which was like 19 hours, and we couldn't go anywhere because we didn't have a visa into China. And we get to China and everything went well, so that's why I didn't book a flight, beforehand. So I went to book a flight and I was looking for the Wi-Fi, and basically for 2.5 hours we were running back and forth through the airport looking for a Wi-Fi desk, and everyone kept sending us to another person. We finally found a Wi-Fi kiosk. It was like the smallest thing, you could miss it. I book a hotel and we're on our way. As we're on the subway, basically we got followed by this group dressed in green. I don't know who they were. I kept trying to ask some of the people. Of course they don't speak English because it's China, and I don't know, it was weird. They were singling me out. I don't know if they thought I looked like somebody. I don't know if they thought that I look like a celebrity, if I look like an athlete. I have no idea, but that's how they were kind of treating me. It was a group of like 10 guys and 1 girl, all dressed in like green. I have no idea. It was the weirdest thing, but it also kind of like freaked us out. So that happened, and then it took us like 30 minutes basically to find our bus to our hotel. We could not find it, so we decided to take a taxi. Mind you, we accidentally took an illegal taxi, and the guy basically, he felt up on my friend. He basically touched her inappropriately, and that freaked her out. That pissed me off. I was upset. I didn't see what happened because I was in the back seat, she was in the front seat, and it was one of those things that you wish wouldn't happen. So we just got out of the cab as fast as we could, or she got out as fast as she could, and was just like, I don't want to deal with him, let's just go inside, let him leave. She was very distraught about what happened, and we didn't get to our hotel till midnight. Mind you, we had arrived at the airport at 7 p.m. So for between that time and that time, all that had happened. It was horrible. So the next morning we thought, oh, it'll be a fresh start. No. So we get up, we make our way like almost to the Great Wall, and we get dropped off at a bus point where you were supposed to take another bus, or you can take like a van, I think is like a taxi or something like that. Well, anyways, we were the only tourists around. Like, no, we never saw anybody else, and I don't know if it's because we got there early. I have no idea. But this other illegal taxi driver, he basically like was trying to rip us off. He kept telling us it was an extra 40 minutes away. He wanted us to pay like 400 Chinese yuan, which was ridiculous. And we just basically told him no. We kept telling him no. He followed us to the McDonald's, which is where, it was right there where the bus stop was, and I had to use the restroom, and kind of wanted to like regroup where we were, try to figure things out. He follows us inside McDonald's. He's waiting outside. And then by that time, we just figured, you know what? We're not going to make our flight if we continue to the Great Wall, because our flight was like at 2:45. And the guy just could not take no for an answer. He followed us all the way to the other side of the bus stop, even parked his car right where the bus is supposed to pick you up, and like would not move. He kept getting out, getting in our face. He kept pestering us over and over and over. It was ridiculous. So that's basically what happened in Beijing. I've never felt so disrespected anywhere. The whole entire trip that we've taken, like, I've never felt unsafe. China was just a whole nother world. I didn't enjoy it at all. If I ever go back, it will have to be with a tour group, or a guy has to be with me. I would like in the future to go to the Great Wall, but I just don't, after that experience, I don't even care to see it anymore because of what we went through. It was a really bad experience. So we left from Beijing to Vegas, and then we had a flight from Vegas to Houston, but we had a layover in Dallas. And on our flight from Vegas to Dallas, there was a storm, and so our pilot decided to go around the storm, and it made us late for our Houston flight, which we ended up missing, and we were literally like 10 minutes late. And because of that, we ended up having to spend the night in the airport. Now, one thing I would like to say is that I was very disappointed with American Airlines, which is who we were flying with. Because we had missed our flight, their policy is that if you miss it, or your flight was delayed due to weather, they will not give you a hotel voucher to spend the night. I think that's ridiculous. So we spent the night in the airport, and then it was uncomfortable. It was a horrible experience. I mean, we couldn't find anywhere to lay down. We didn't have any, like, you know, blankets, nothing to like lay down on the floor, which is what I would have did, but their carpet was so disgusting. I didn't even want to lay on it. When I finally fell asleep, the night crew came in and they were making all this noise. Of course, not their problem, but overall, it was just a horrible experience. I had never spent the night in the airport before, but it was the first time for everything, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed the vlogs from the Philippines and Indonesia and everywhere else I went. I had such a good time over there. You know, we had ups and downs, but that's the way it is. Anyways, so until I post another video, we'll see you guys later.